The Stormblaster system is the most effective way to clean almost any stormwater attenuation tank. It is a modular system that can be fitted to any size or shape of tanks. For large tanks, multiple Stormblasters need to be installed, each responsible for cleaning one part of the tank. With large tanks that have multiple Stormblasters installed, it's possible to have the units running all at the same time. Having multiple units running simultaneously means that the overall flow rate required from the supply pump increases accordingly. For this reason, customers will often want to run Stormblasters one at a time, in sequence, to clean the tank in stages. This is a common practice that helps reduce the required pump duty and the supply pipe sizes. If this is done, however, thought needs to be given to how the sequencing of the multi-stage clean is performed. Simple manually turned valves are very cheap. A single Stormblaster unit, if it's installed in a tank with a single Stormblaster in it, this is often how the system is controlled. When the cleaning system needs to be turned on, the pump is started and the valve is opened manually. When the cleaning cycle is complete, after a set time, the valve is switched off. Naturally, that means that there needs to be someone on site to manually activate the valve at the required time. Now, if multiple Stormblasters are to be run in sequence, then obviously a series of valves need to be shut on and off manually. This will require the operator to set timers and remember when and in which order to close and open the valves so that each Stormblaster is shut on and off correctly. With the correct operator training and written processes, it is a viable, low-cost control sequencing system. But as the number of stages in the clean increase, the sequencing becomes more complex. Typically, a Stormblaster will take about half an hour or so to run through its cleaning cycle. So a two-stage clean will mean someone has to turn on and off the valves at the halfway mark. So the process will need someone's attention for about an hour. But if we have a very large tank with say 8 units installed, we'd have a 4-hour process with 8 valve changes to manage. So that becomes more and more difficult for operators to do. Now, the alternative to manual valves is to have electronically actuated valves that are controlled remotely. This can be completely automated, so the valves are timed come on and off as the system runs through its multi-stage cleaning cycle. This type of system could even be connected to a level sensor that automatically starts the cleaning cycle as soon as the tank is emptied. With both manual or automated valve sequencing, it's possible to group the Stormblasters into pairs, triplets or quads controlled by a single valve. This will simplify the pipework and reduce the number of valves, and it will make the control system simpler also. For example, a tank with 8 installed units could have the whole sequence run in 8 separate stages, 4 pairs of 2 or 2 pairs of 4. In this way, a complex 8-stage cleaning could be reduced to a simple 2-stage cleaning. Now, the beauty of the Stormblaster system is its flexibility and versatility. From a cleaning perspective, it doesn't matter too much how the system is sequenced and controlled. If each unit gets enough time to complete its cleaning cycle and the correct flow rate of wash water is supplied, then the whole tank will be cleaned properly. However, the choice of how to control the system and how to split up multi-stage cleans can have a significant impact on the overall cost of the whole system. So here's some general rules. The more stages the clean is divided into, the lower the overall pump and pipework cost will be. The more sequences required, the greater the need for automated control valves and the costs associated with those. Manually activated valves can greatly reduce control systems costs but increase the need for operator attention. Running Stormblasters in pairs, triplets or quads will reduce the number of stages required and hence reduce the complexity of the control system, but will increase the size of the supply pipework and the pump accordingly. The more remote and sparsely manned the site, the less viable manually actuated systems are. When designing multi-stage cleaning systems for large storm tanks, all the factors above should be considered to get the most cost-effective overall solution. Even though we will often not be involved in the supply of the wash water fluid delivery and control systems, we're happy to discuss this at the design phase of the project. With a bit of planning, a Stormblaster system will not only be the most effective way to clean a large storm tank, but also the most cost-effective. A true win-win.